Hey. It's me, Gina. Remember? Sorry about that. There was some weird noises in the ceiling and then my internet went out. And I refused to look in the ceiling. Ceiling. Because I am a very busy games manager with important games to manage, and there are no other reasons. So here is the game. The game between Burlington and Allentown begins. Play ball. Attendees Picton, Kirilliri Law, Johnsy changed his name, and 42 others checked into the stadium. Umpire Combine takes their place behind home plate. Top of the first inning. Current score, 0-0. Kalani Dragon is up to pitch. Tate Lemaire steps up to bat. Lemaire fouls it to foul stands left. Tate Lemaire swung and missed. Strike, 0-2. Tate Lemaire did not swing. Ball, 1-2. Tate Lemaire did not swing. Ball, 2-2. Lemaire fouls it to foul infield right. Tate Lemaire did not swing. Ball, 3-2. That's 4 balls and Tate Lemaire is headed to first. Lance Mansour steps up to bat. Kalani Dragon and Lance Mansour stare each other down. Lance Mansour nervously looks at the umpire. Dragon gets into Lance Mansour's head. Lance Mansour did not swing. Ball, 1-0. Lance Mansour swung and missed. Strike, 1-1. Mansour fouls it to foul stands left. Kalani Dragon strikes Lance Mansour out. Jeannie Deep Blue Sea steps up to bat. Deep Blue Sea fouls it to foul infield left. Jeannie Deep Blue Sea hit a ground ball to outfield left. Jeannie Deep Blue Sea is on with a single. Charlie Paneer steps up to bat. Charlie Paneer did not swing. Ball, 1-0. Paneer fouls it to foul infield right. Charlie Paneer hit a fly ball to infield left. Charlie Paneer is on with a single. Giles Artemis steps up to bat. Giles Artemis did not swing. Ball, 1-0. Giles Artemis swung and missed. Strike, 1-1. Giles Artemis hit a ground ball to outfield right center. Giles Artemis is on with a double. Tate Lemaire scores. Jeannie Deep Blue Sea scores. Minseo Jackson steps up to bat. Minseo Jackson is caught looking. Strike, 0-1. Jackson fouls it to foul stands right. Kalani Dragon strikes Minseo Jackson out. Colson Brown steps up to bat. Colson Brown swung and missed. Strike, 0-1. Colson Brown hit a ground ball to outfield center. Colson Brown is on with a single. Charlie Paneer scores. Avi Armand steps up to bat. Armand fouls it to foul infield left. Avi Armand did not swing. Ball, 1-1. Avi Armand swung and missed. Strike, 1-2. Kalani Dragon strikes Avi Armand out. Bottom of the first inning. Current score, 3-0. Giles Artemis is up to pitch. Slosh Yamamoto steps up to bat. Yamamoto fouls it to foul outfield right. Slosh Yamamoto did not swing. Ball, 1-1. Slosh Yamamoto did not swing. Ball, 2-1. Yamamoto fouls it to foul outfield right. Giles Artemis strikes Slosh Yamamoto out. Mira Whitecloud steps up to bat. Mira Whitecloud swung and missed. Strike, 0-1. Mira Whitecloud is caught looking. Strike, 0-2. Mira Whitecloud did not swing. Ball, 1-2. Mira Whitecloud did not swing. Ball, 2-2. Giles Artemis strikes Mira Whitecloud out. Kalani Dragon steps up to bat. Dragon fouls it to foul stands left. Kalani Dragon did not swing. Ball, 1-1. Kalani Dragon did not swing. Ball, 2-1. Kalani Dragon hit a fly ball to outfield center. Kalani Dragon is on with a double. Ryan Dominguez steps up to bat. Ryan Dominguez swung and missed. Strike, 0-1. Ryan Dominguez hit a line drive to infield right. Ryan Dominguez is on with a double. Kalani Dragon scores. Mateo Blanchek steps up to bat. Mateo Blanchek did not swing. Ball, 1-0. Mateo Blanchek did not swing. Ball, 2-0. Mateo Blanchek did not swing. Ball, 3-0. Mateo Blanchek hit a fly ball to outfield right. Jeannie Deep Blue Sea caught the ball. Top of the second inning. Current score, 3-1. Kalani Dragon is up to pitch. Mackenzie Toven steps up to bat. Mackenzie Toven did not swing. Ball, 1-0. Mackenzie Toven is caught looking. Strike. 1-1. Mackenzie Toven is caught looking. Strike. 1-2. Mackenzie Toven did not swing. Ball. 2-2. Toven fouls it to foul infield left. Mackenzie Toven did not swing. Ball. 3-2. Mackenzie Toven hit a line drive to infield right. Mackenzie Toven is on with a triple. Tate Lemaire steps up to bat. Lemaire fouls it to foul outfield right. Attendee Secretive Soup caught the foul ball. Tate Lemaire swung and missed. Strike. 0-2. Kalani Dragon strikes Tate Lemaire out. Lance Mansour steps up to bat. Lance Mansour is caught looking. Strike. 0-1. Lance Mansour swung and missed. Strike. 0-2. Mansour fouls it to foul outfield right. Attendee insert _Twitch name _ caught the foul ball. Kalani Dragon strikes Lance Mansour out. Genie Deep Blue Sea steps up to bat. Genie Deep Blue Sea did not swing. Ball. 1-0. Genie Deep Blue Sea did not swing. Ball. 2-0. Deep Blue Sea fouls it to foul stands right. Attendee Ananakiti caught the foul ball. Genie Deep Blue Sea swung and missed. Strike. 2-2. Genie Deep Blue Sea did not swing. Ball. 3-2. That's 4 balls and Genie Deep Blue Sea is headed to first. Charlie Paneer steps up to bat. Paneer fouls it to foul stands left. Charlie Paneer did not swing. Ball. 1-1. Charlie Paneer did not swing. Ball. 2-1. Charlie Paneer is caught looking. Strike. 2-2. Paneer fouls it to foul infield right. Charlie Paneer did not swing. Ball. 3-2. Kalani Dragon strikes Charlie Paneer out. Bottom of the second inning. Current score, 3-1. Giles Artemis is up to pitch. Vanessa Farler Grace steps up to bat. Farler Grace fouls it to foul outfield left. Farler Grace fouls it to foul stands right. Attendee helps Arthur 666 caught the foul ball. Giles Artemis strikes Vanessa Farler Grace out. Meltz Valentina steps up to bat. Valentina fouls it to foul stands right. Meltz Valentina did not swing. Ball. 1-1. Meltz Valentina did not swing. Ball. 2-1. Valentina fouls it to foul outfield right. Valentina fouls it to foul stands left. Valentina fouls it to foul stands right. Attendee Turtle Lover 2244 caught the foul ball. Melt's Valentina did not swing. Ball, 3-2. Giles Artemis strikes Melt's Valentina out. Winnie Charbonneau steps up to bat. Winnie Charbonneau did not swing. Ball, 1-0. Winnie Charbonneau did not swing. Ball, 2-0. Winnie Charbonneau swung and missed. Strike, 2-1. Charbonneau fouls it to foul infield right. Giles Artemis strikes Winnie Charbonneau out. Top of the third inning. Current score, 3-1. Kalani Dragon is up to pitch. Giles Artemis steps up to bat. Artemis fouls it to foul outfield right. Giles Artemis did not swing. Ball, 1-1. Artemis fouls it to foul back. Giles Artemis did not swing. Ball, 2-2. Giles Artemis did not swing. Ball, 3-2. Kalani Dragon strikes Giles Artemis out. Minseo Jackson steps up to bat. Kalani Dragon and Minseo Jackson stare each other down. Kalani Dragon blinks. Minseo Jackson gets into Dragon's head. Minseo Jackson swung and missed. Strike, 0-1. Minseo Jackson hit a fly ball to outfield right. Mira Whitecloud caught the ball. Colson Brown steps up to bat. Colson Brown did not swing. Ball, 1-0. Colson Brown did not swing. Ball, 2-0. Colson Brown did not swing. Ball, 3-0. That's 4 balls and Colson Brown is headed to first. Avi Armand steps up to bat. Kalani Dragon and Avi Armand stare each other down. Avi Armand blinks. Dragon gets into Avi Armand's head. Avi Armand did not swing. Ball, 1-0. Avi Armand hit a line drive to infield left. Avi Armand is on with a single. Mackenzie Toven steps up to bat. Mackenzie Toven swung and missed. Strike, 0-1. Mackenzie Toven swung and missed. Strike, 0-2. Mackenzie Toven did not swing. Ball, 1-2. Mackenzie Toven hit a ground ball to outfield left center. Mackenzie Toven is on with a single. Tate Lemaire steps up to bat. Lemaire fouls it to foul stands left. Tate Lemaire swung and missed. Strike, 0-2. Lemaire fouls it to foul stands left. Kalani Dragon strikes Tate Lemaire out. Bottom of the third inning. Current score, 3-1. Giles Artemis is up to pitch. Zoe Montrain steps up to bat. Zoe Montrain swung and missed. Strike, 0-1. Zoe Montrain did not swing. Ball, 1-1. Montrain fouls it to foul outfield right. Zoe Montrain did not swing. Ball, 2-2. Zoe Montrain hit a fly ball to infield left. Zoe Montrain is on with a double. Slosh Yamamoto steps up to bat. Slosh Yamamoto is caught looking. Strike, 0-1. Slosh Yamamoto did not swing. Ball, 1-1. Slosh Yamamoto did not swing. Ball, 2-1. Slosh Yamamoto did not swing. Ball, 3-1. That's 4 balls and Slosh Yamamoto is headed to first. Mira Whitecloud steps up to bat. Giles Artemis and Mira Whitecloud stare each other down. Mira Whitecloud blushes. Artemis gets into Mira Whitecloud's head. Whitecloud fouls it to foul outfield right. Mira Whitecloud did not swing. Ball, 1-1. Mira Whitecloud hit a line drive to outfield left center. Colson Brown caught the ball. Kalani Dragon steps up to bat. Kalani Dragon hit a ground ball to outfield center. Kalani Dragon is on with a triple. Zoe Montrain scores. Slosh Yamamoto scores. Ryan Dominguez steps up to bat. Ryan Dominguez swung and missed. Strike.